Welcome to NFL Ruckus episode 4. Joined today, we got Justin Field, we got Justin Wilson. Um, Look, man, we having some fun today. We're gonna take a little break from breaking down prospects. We're gonna get back to that a little bit later in the week. Today, I'm sure many of you have done this already, either on ProFootballNetwork.com or any other one of the many, many, many mock draft simulators. We're gonna take our times and go through today. So Jesse will be representing his Philadelphia Eagles. Uh, Justin, his Dallas Cowboys, be representing San Francisco 49ers. But first of all, before we get there, before we start, we want to talk about our team needs. And Justin, we're gonna let you kick off, man. As Philadelphia, you know what you guys did made some changes. You are now picking. What are you guys picking? 12th. After starting at 6th, you traded down to 12, and like pretty much, at least in my eyes, people trying to separate these things. It's a 3-team deal between the Dolphins, the Eagles, and the Niners. People got to shuffling. Things happen. At the end of the shuffle, you guys moved down to 12. The Dolphins moved down to 6. Niners move up to 3. Everyone's happy. You guys got multiple picks for next year. The Dolphins got some extra picks as if they need any more, and Niners lost some picks. That said, what are you looking for team need wise in terms of priority as you go into this mock draft simulation here?
Well, I'd prefer to coach that was somebody's friend, and
oh boy,
but I mean we're not going to start there. Honestly, the more you look at this roster, you know it's aging. So there's positions that need kind of younger talent being infused into it. If Hurts is going to be, if you're going to figure out whether or not Hurts is the next guy, you got to surround him with some talent. So first round, first round, go, a talented either receiver, tight end, something at this point to kind of get some talent into that. Because the more you look at that wide receiver core, it's not deep. It's not fully talented all the way up and down. Rager, I still have a lot of hope for, and I think he's, watching the film on him and talking to Justin, I definitely think that he's still got talent there, but you got to fill that roster out more. Corner, of course, it always seems like Philadelphia's been searching for corners for years, still hasn't found the right ones. Linebacker, you have mismatch here and there. We have decent ones that pop in, but again, start looking for key pieces that could be there for years. The edges starting to get a little older. So same situation there on defense. Offensive line, I don't know how much longer we're going to have that core unit, and people just keep getting hurt. So got to fill that also. So there's needs there on pretty much up and down the roster because the roster's not great. But at the same time, the next couple of years, I think you can fill those holes in. To get younger again, but at the same time, getting it into a position that year from now, you'll be able to compete.
All right. Justin, looking at the Cowboys and, going after your fellow division rival. The needs, sir.
I think with Dallas, man, it's just defense altogether. Like, let's not go in this draft thinking we got to take the best corner, we got to take the best this, we got to take, you just got to pick defense. You got to pick you need difference makers, not just bodies. Like, if you look at their roster, I mean, more so last year than this year, there wasn't really bad players, but when you have a bunch of average to below average players, like you need guys who can actually set the tone and make the other carry the defense and allow the other players to do their role. I think that's going to be their test this year. Like, just going to get solid players, that's cool and all, but they need a guy that's going to get a sack, a guy that can take the ball away, like just draw a double team. I think that's going to be the thing. I think is right now, offensively, offense is really good, but let's not act like when this offense was going, when Dak was playing and we're scoring 40 points a game, they still had a 1-5 record or something like that. So it's a mix of that, of the defense really needs to improve, and then the tackle position. It's hard to rely on Tyron with the injuries, and Leo Collins is coming off being out all season with injuries, and Connor Williams is still a question mark to a degree, and I mean even Zach Martin's had some issues, so injury issues. So I think just they just got to go with whether it's offensive line or any defensive spot. Defensive difference maker. So maybe you pull a Carolina and just hit defense, just keep pounding on the defense. Not so much position specific. And the other thing, like I said, with the new defensive coordinator, you're going to have a different system, which certain positions scare you. Like, again, not to go too far into it, but linebacker, because they're so stubborn with this guy plays this spot. They need to really there are a lot of players in this draft who are flexible, but you got to know that your team can take them and play them to their strengths. And that's what worries me with certain players like a JOK or guys like that who potentially could be the best player on the board in some situations. So, going into this draft, I'm hoping that I get some Pro Football Network phone calls to move back. Somebody calls with a trade down, and I could move down, because at 10, this is a weird draft. Someone I saw a tweet earlier, not to go too long, talking about this draft being like kind of like a donut, or they're saying they're strong for like the first 6 or 7 picks, then there's a hole in the middle. And Dallas seems to be right where that hole is, where you have a top 5 players, that would go high in any draft. Then it's like you're going to be reaching, and then it's strong at the end. So we hope that we can move to the end, and you're either going to move up or move back, especially depending on what you need, and obviously I'm going off trying to pick for Dallas, but also trying to pick how I view the draft also. So there's certain positions that I view players different than maybe the consensus. So that'll make it interesting.
I think that's the best part here is how folks' teams are already constructed. Going to play a big role in a draft like this, when sometimes there's not as many just like, hey, like clearly like the gimme picks. Because depending, like if your team's, some people's teams are set up where if said player, say player X is somebody where for the first 2 years they're a complementary piece, that suits said team. Anything over that, like if they max out or they overachieve their draft slot early on, that's just a bonus. But at bare bones, you got like their floor, that player's floor is what you anticipated, so you're comfortable with. Then you're gonna have some rosters where, man, that upside is so tantalizing, and and it's at a position of need. How are you gonna make that decision? You know what I'm saying? Do you jump all the way out there? And what if they don't get there? Because that's gonna set you back. But can you afford to leave that there, knowing that somebody else, you might see him later for like the next 6-7 years in your division, and somebody else gets it right with him? It's rough, man. It's gonna be fun. At least to me, it's fun. We'll see how I feel, in a couple weeks. For San Fran, clearly the quarterback thing, right? It's not really too hard. After that, to me, what Justin said, you just go get difference makers. Go get guys you feel that can make a difference, and you can figure out their fit. That's what coaches are for. You can figure that out later. But go get guys like, don't go get and this is something where I don't really worry too much in terms of what this team's done in the past, in the last 3 or 4 years or whatever. Get people that fit into the scheme, people that fit into your culture, and you go from there. They might not, what they did in college might not have been apples to apples translation, but in your scheme, you feel like you can unlock them. But again, like Justin said, just difference makers. It's not too hard, just difference makers. And if it's a guy that's still a difference maker and it needs a year, again, going back to this whole roster thing, if your roster's set up so where the kid could be a difference maker, but they don't have to be, there's not a pressure on them to be right now, that's fine. So what if this year's they can come along slow? Cool. But going forward for the next 3 or 4 years, the kid's a difference maker. They're ready to roll year 2. But everyone's team's not set up like that. But yeah, as far as the needs, quarterback clearly. And man, to me, again, and this is probably the way I'm gonna go attack it. There's a couple things of need, but for the most part, just difference makers in those areas. Don't care what it looks like and when, in terms of priority. The only thing that is a priority is QB at 3. After that, man, you just let the board tell you what to take, and you go on with your life. But we're gonna get this started. So this should be fun, man. You guys don't seem like as enthused as me. I don't understand why. I need y'all to pick this up, man. It's a beautiful thing, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing started. Let the Jets and
Damn.
Huh. Interesting. I wonder what Wilson's gonna do here after giving up capital to move up to 3. I'm gonna say thank you, Detroit. That's very kind of you, but you enjoy Jared Goff. It's none of my business. Right here. All right, look, this is not a shock. All right.
Well, you know, I was gonna tell you to talk us through it, but you already.
Okay, cool. No, I got you. All right, so the reason I was going Justin Fields here, at least in my thought process, is to me the difference between him and Trey is not a big difference. Just feel like Justin immediately can come right away just because of where he was already playing. You know, the kid's been kind of in the spotlight this entire time. Shouldn't be bothered by it in the least bit. Should be able to hit the ground running. However, if the Jets were to take Justin, I am in the school of I don't want Zach at 3. I would rather have Trey. The reason being is this no knock on Zach or whatever, the durability. That division's not for the weak. I don't think that boy got the frame to get through that division, those divisional games. And he wouldn't be the first one. Like literally, look at James. Has not gotten through seasons. And that's one of the reasons. The second thing is if Jess isn't there, I'm comfortable with all the things Trey brings to the table where I feel like he's more of a natural fit. A lot of the things we've already seen him do is just getting reps, getting time, getting acclimated to that level. And then you're in the scenario if Justin does go too, you could take Trey and keep James for a little bit until Trey's ready, and then do whatever you need to do with James. But if it's Justin, you know, you tell James, thanks for playing. You know, we wish you the best. Somebody wants them, they want them. If they don't, you know, it'd be like that sometimes. After that, as we see, we had the Falcons go Trey Lance, which again, that similar thing where you can sit behind Matt Ryan for 2 years and come out ready to rock. Rashawn Slater to the Bengals. I don't think anybody's surprised by that. But we're gonna let this play out until I think Justin's gonna be next soon. This should be fun.
I know, right? Oh.
All right. So here you go. You want to see your next offers?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes. You have more.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. It's a popular place for some teams.
Nah,
Next? Wow. Okay.
That's all, huh? Jeez.
I can walk back through them. There's a lot of options for this. It's a popular place to be. 10. 15 in a second. 24.55 in a second and 7th in the future year. Or you stand pat at 10.
Oh man, that's tough. I wish it was in the teens. I'd be more.
I mean, you got somebody in the teens right here, 5 spots down in a second.
Yeah, but that don't benefit me today.
Hey, look, it doesn't. I'm just presenting.
It just move me back 5 spots, and then
I'm just presenting the options.
And next year's mock draft.
or you can wait till the end of the first round, pick up some mid-round picks, and then go into next year with essentially a 3rd and a 4th. Because if things go right in Buffalo, those would be late picks.
Right. No. Let me see the next one.
And then you got Tennessee, which is that's a long way down after you slide it down.
Yeah, that's my concern. Yeah, no, I'll pick here.
You're gonna pick? Okay, so we're gonna reject. Gonna reject that as well. Look at all those options. I only had one crazy offer. Look at you. All right. So what are you planning to do here, sir?
Jeez. I mean, I was thinking Mac Jones here. No.
From the Kansas City Chiefs. What's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in. You know, this is too high for your portion of the draft, clearly. We're doing great, though. Go ahead, Justin. Jesse, you see man's out here holding this thing up?
Oh, yeah. Because I know what his mind is doing right now. So,
oh man,
how our draft rankings don't necessarily rank with the board. So,
Cowboy Nation has their top 2 players on the board right now.
Yep,
their top
right
3,
there.
Their top 3 players on the board right now.
How you gonna act? They right there.
Yeah,
JOK is right here.
And that's my top guy. So
Pitts is right here.
Yeah.
You know,
Surtain's right there.
Surtain, J.C. Horn, Mr. Parsons.
Yep, and I'm a fan of, and I'm okay with all of them.
Newsom here, fairly. Like there's a lot of things going on here, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like, and to be honest, like Farley's my top guy, but you just can't take him with the back.
Right.
Top corner. I'm saying.
Right.
And Pitts would obviously be a great addition to any team, but I just can't do it.
Okay, so who's the difference maker you're taking?
So for me, I'm gonna add to my defense, and I'm gonna hope that Dan Quinn can come over and maybe change some things and maybe be a little more open to learning how to use a certain kind of player.
Okay,
well, I'm gonna take JOK here, and we'll figure out the cornerback position in the second round.
I like it. Difference maker, right? That was something on your list, correct?
Right.
Well, difference maker. Okay.
Yep.
I see you. All right. Hey, your fellow NFC East compatriot here with some options. Buffalo's needy. They said they want more things so they could get past Mahomes and company, man. They give you 30, 61, and 93 this year, and then the second and third next year for 12 and 84.
That sounds nice, but at the same time, I'm gonna pass on that.
Okay, cool. And then the Chargers.
This one intrigues me.
One slot. You can slide down one slot, and then that 70th pick, you go to 47. So one slot this round, and from 70 to 47.
This one I'm actually taking because in the situation.
You're gonna take this one. We're accepting.
I'm actually gonna accept that one.
Okay, I like that. Little shrewd. Ooh, and look what ends up in your division. Tough. Kyle Pitts to the New York Giants. J.C. Horn off the board to the Chargers. Right now, Buffalo's back in your DMs. Buffalo's like, hey man, we want something to happen.
Yeah, Buffalo's. It's the same new phone. Who this?
All right, cool. So what are you doing here? What are you doing with this at 13?
Because of the rash of receivers that went off the board so fast.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Justin talked about who our top corner is on the board. I know Philadelphia will never let me back into Philly if I don't take this dude. So Patrick Surtain would end up being a Philadelphia Eagle.
Ooh, so again, Pat Surtain, and then what's my man over there on the other side? Darius
Slay.
Ooh.
So to have those two guys on the field together.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's some quality stuff right there, guys. I see you guys. So now we're going to let it do its thing. We've seen Micah going off to the board with the Raiders. Seems like a super Raiders pick. Washington going to Greg Newsome. Boring, not surprising, as if the Browns don't have enough safeties. That's interesting to me. We got Tevin Jenkins going in the first round. Also very interesting to me. Oh, we got the Eagles coming up. This is fun. Alex Leatherwood off the board. How about that, Justin?
Yeah.
So what you like? We got the Bucks offer you guys 64, 95, and a 2022 second. Or the Rams trying to jump in here to add to what they got. They'll trade. They want you to trade down 20 slots from this round and then move up a little bit on the back end to give you pick 88. And then the LA Rams second, which is pretty much a third.
Yeah, I'll reject that offer also.
So yep. So no to either one of these. You're staying pat.
Right.
Cool. So what are you doing at 37, man? We have Melifonwu who just came off the board. We know you took Surtain in the first round. Where are you going? We got some interesting names on the board right now.
We do, interestingly enough. And I kind of want to go back to receiver to see who's.
I got you. This is what's available. Tony, Moore, Diami Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Amari Rogers, Nico Collins, Dwayne Eskridge.
And some of the guys we can get probably later on in the draft. If I go back to all, the more I'm looking at this draft again, and I know what I said about going, early as far as about with offense, but at the same time, if Jalen Phillips is still sitting on the board, let's put the tickle point in this draft, I think you have to go that way.
Okay.
I also go Jalen Phillips because there's so much potential there to be for what he can be.
He's trying to go get Fletcher a friend, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So want to keep Big Fletch happy? Okay. Boogie Basham goes right after him. Look at the Broncos and Travis Etienne. Oh, look at the Giants offering stuff. 76 second, 7th. No. Let's see what's on the board here. Oh, this is me. Interesting. Look at some of these guys here. Look at offense. Creed Humphrey. That's a center in the second round. What are we? 40? I can maybe see it. I think Justin knows what I'm about to do, which is funny. Actually, this is actually really funny. Jesse, you got an idea what I'm about to do? Where I'm going with this?
Going back either heavy defense on the linebacker side or going back to the edge rusher.
I am not actually. I'm gonna fall back off the edge for right now, which is really weird. I'm gonna do something real non San Francisco like. So I'm gonna come look at these running backs, right? Some of the guys I still like, right? And I like Javonte, I really do. But I'm looking at the rest of that group. There's not a big enough difference for me right now to swing and act on this. However, there is somebody that intrigues me greatly at this moment.
Oh wow.
We're at wide receiver. We got Kadarius Toney, got Elijah Moore, Diami Brown. I'm looking at what's here, right? I'm looking at what the team currently has. You know, you got Fields, you got Debo, you got young guy Uke out there, George, got a nice little group or whatnot, right? Do something a little different. There's some really nice wide receivers out here. I like here. However, Elijah Moore sitting right here, I feel like there's no reason for this young man to fall any further. Difference maker, things that you like. That's what we're doing. Gonna add to this offense.
Nice pick.
Oh,
I like it.
I like it.
The Cowboys, Justin. What say you right here?
All right, I think I know who I want. Can you go to corners?
Yes,
I
sir.
see the guy I want already, but we'll see anyway. Okay,
A lot of the guys you like are here still.
Yeah. Okay.
A lot of them.
I'll look at safety real quick.
Got you.
Yeah, I think I'd be playing with fire to not take a corner right now, though. So I'm gonna go. I'll take Kelvin Joseph.
Okay. So this is somebody possibly you could see opposite Diggs to grow old with together, possibly.
This is one of the guys that's probably one of maybe the best, most talented corner in the draft, but it's more of a character concern thing. So you can find tape of him playing against all the top players in the country, the top SEC corners and receivers, and doing a great job against them. So it's really not so much. It's not so much the player because he's as good as anyone in the draft. So you're getting a top 20 player at 40 or whatever. So I guess you really can't knock it.
All right. So Kelvin Joseph is the selection. We're gonna keep moving on. Hey, look who's back. So many offers. Everybody wants y'all's picks. So you got currently at 47th. The Steelers are like, hey, we'll give you 55 and 140. That's one of your offers. Your second offer, the Giants in the division are like, hey, come all the way down to 76, give us 47, and we'll give you a second for next year.
Let's see, in state or in division? Yeah. No,
to both. Okay, interesting.
To both.
So we're gonna stay in Pat. You're at 47. What are you doing?
Yep. So if we look at the full draft, what's left over.
Give me 1 second. There we go.
You know, we went heavy already to on the defensive side of the ball for both. I'm gonna go receiver.
You want wide receiver here? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's pull them up for you.
And I know how everybody feels about Toney currently on draft Twitter. But I like Brown.
Like Diami Brown. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to wait. You want to get somebody right now, get you a possible difference maker, join Mr. Rager, get
somebody somebody right now we can throw in there to possibly make a difference maker and see exactly what. Because if I think I wait longer than that, he's going off the board, then we're looking again at trying to fill another spot. So, you know, if I'm Philadelphia and he's high on my board, that's the guy I'm taking.
All right, so Diami Brown is off the board.
All right. That's actually a good compliment to what they have because it's an outside receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is getting fun now. Man, stuff is coming off the board, huh? Kadarius Toney to the Saints. Perfect place.
That is literally the place. If you just said, all right, where are you going to go? If he can pick it, that'd be the place to go.
That's the place. Also go somewhere where people ain't really worried about you initially. Back to the Cowboys, 75th pick. Look, Carolina's like, hey, we'll give you pick 113 and a third in 2022. Then your second offer, New England's back at your door. We'll give you 96 and a 2022 third. Give us 75 and 192. Nope.
No, I'm good. Thanks.
No to both.
Yeah, we can just hang up. You hang up, hang that up.
All right, so we're gonna hang up the phone. Cool. What we doing here? This is what you got on the big board at the moment. Over there
All
on
right.
your right.
Yep. Do me a favor. Check out hit defense. Let me check defense.
I got you. My bad. I messed up the current place. Let me fix that. All right, cool. We're at 75. You said hit defense. Got you.
Yep. All right. Go. There's a name jumping out at me crazy, but I hit edge from
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Some quality. There's some quality there at the moment, sir.
Yeah.
But I know who he's looking at right now.
I'm stuck between. Give me one more. Try safety for me one more time.
I got you. This is what we got left of safety. Some interesting names, sir.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say right now I'm picking between Tryon from Washington and Tyson Campbell from Georgia at corner. And I'm just like, I know we took a corner earlier, but when you're giving up that many points a game, you could pick 11 corners. It wouldn't just keeps flooding the position. I think that's where, and I think Campbell's really talented, and you can always use edge pressure. But I think this is a deep corner class. You know what? Give me Elijah Molden, actually. Go ahead.
Elijah Molden. So you want to buckle down this slot thing right now. Right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Like the value. Okay.
all that for nothing. Right?
My man was looking at Joe Tryon like
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Everybody wants your picks, Jesse. My goodness. Picking the
I
lines
haven't felt this much love in years.
Man, they for pick 84 and 189, they want to give you 101 and 112. So to let you move up on the back end, but you're getting got on the front end. So no decisions here. Your second offer, the Rams are back. Hey, we need more talent in our division. Oh no. Here, this isn't that bad. They're like, you can slide down 4, and then you can move up and pick 141. Afterwards, go from 189 to 141.
Who keeps offering you these bad trades?
I don't know, and it's. And the funny thing is,
I actually like that one.
No,
I'm really not mad at that one.
That's what I meant, though. I mean, who keeps offering?
No, like
one was move down one spot, and we'll give you.
Yeah. The other one was like, I'd be dumb like not to take that one.
I'm getting offered day 4 picks
because
they know how he's behind this. But
that's why the phone was ringing. They said Jesse's talking to us, but that's how he's team.
That's how we see. We know what's gonna happen. But Rams, we've done this already. We know it didn't work out both of us before, so trading together would not work out for us.
All right.
The Lions, no, I don't like that. That's probably the best you're gonna get out of me. No, I don't like that.
That's really kind of you. So sure. All right. So with the 84th overall pick, what you got going? I think we're in round 3 right now. So
yeah,
what the big board looks like. If there's a certain position, let me know, and I'll go find it for you.
In round 3, I know Bolton's staring me in the face, but there's somebody in a little further back that I like. I want to go offensive line in this situation.
Okay.
You
want tackle, guard?
Yeah, definitely want. I want tackle.
Okay. That's what we got available to you at this moment.
So if I really look at tackle at this point, I've seen Little Walker Little, so I like the way he plays, and he actually might work out in a slot or a spot that we need him.
Mm-hmm. So you want to go Walker Little? Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Walker Little.
Okay. And we keep rolling. All right. That's the thought about we're not gonna get through this quick enough. This thing's flying. Almost out of round 3 already, man. Y'all already contemplating what you did with your picks already? See, I'm not even looking backwards, just forward. All right, here we go. Oh, Quincy Roche off the board just now. Robert Rochelle, I see you, Mr. Belichick out here. Dylan Moses to the Broncos. Look like they've had a good draft too. So, Jesse, you got one offer, man. The Colts. They want 99 and 179 for you for 127, 165, and a 2022 fourth.
I'm gonna pass on this. Just want to add high level talent as soon as possible. So we want to stay where we are.
Okay, here's the big board. This high level talent. What are you looking at, sir?
Right now, the best 2 players I'm looking at are tight ends right now.
Are tight ends? Okay.
No, I'm saying that I seen on the board. Though, but
oh yeah, both of you got okay. A couple of you guys out here. Huh.
Can we check defense real fast?
Yes, sir, we can.
All right, let me see. Let's go back to tight end. I'm just gonna take the tight end. Let's go for it.
You're taking the tight end. You say
let's
forget all that. We're going back.
We're going back.
All right.
Let's do it.
Which one are you taking? This is what I'm interested in. How are you going to choose between two of your sons?
I'm gonna go with Tremble only because he's a better blocker and Dallas refuses to take CD out the slot. So Jordan's more of basically an H-back type receiver, and Tremble's can block, and he has potential as a receiver. So I'm gonna go with Tremble.
Okay. So we just rolling as we get to the end of round 3. Oh, look, so that's what they would want to do. Slide down one spot and pick up 209. Why, thank you. I would love that very much.
You know the Rams can't be living with all these draft picks.
Huh. 112 and a fifth. No, Detroit. That's not good enough. I'm sorry. So we're going to look at what's on the board. I'm actually kind of interested in what's happening at the moment. So we'll take a look around. I think I went offense already, right? Pretty much. So I'm going to take a look at edge, see what's happening. There's nothing that makes me go, I have to jump out my seat right now because it's not like a super big need like, oh, I have to have it. So I'm going to keep on moving. Looking at the corners, this is the thing. It's a very fun class. I'm comfortable with some of these folks that are still here. Kind of comfortable. So I'm gonna wait on that with the safeties. Also, I'm in a decent place. I don't feel compelled to do anything with linebacker. Defensive tackle, no. So I'm gonna go back to offense. I think there's a theme here, guys. All right. I'm not going skill position player. I'm gonna peek at the running backs. Yeah. There's some things. That said, I'm not about to jump out the window here. Still too early. The wide receivers, tight ends. No. See what tackles we have at the moment. Got where we at, 100. I will wait for one of those. Centers. Can also wait a little bit before I do that. Guard, however, this is easy for me. So he's a very large man at Alabama. Pretty good in pass protection. And even in the run game, like at the end of the day, it's going to take you a while to get around him, even if he's a little bit late. Going Deontay Brown from Alabama. Oh, man, who's coming up first for us here? Oh, look at
the Cowboys.
Again. So the Titans offering you guys 126 and 166 for pick 115 and a 7th next year.
I think I got enough picks for today. I'm just ready. I'll make this pick here.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a bad offer, but I'm ready to pick. So let's look for it.
I also feel like you're trying to make sure you don't leave nothing on the board value-wise right now. Seem like you're trying to get all you can. So with the 115th overall pick, where are you, sir?
It's a tough one. There's a couple guys I like right there too.
Some very interesting names right there, actually.
Yeah. Can you check safeties real quick?
I can, sir. I do have the power to do just that. At safety, got your man Darius Washington, Tyreek Gillespie, James Wiggins, Sean Wade.
Yeah, I worried about him.
Divine Diablo, Damar Hamlin, Tariq Thompson, Damar Hamlin, Jamian Sherwood.
All right, edge.
Yeah, I figured we were going back here. So Patrick Jones.
That's where I'm stuck between. I'm also a big fan of Hamilcar. He kind of fills that similar role to what Gregory's already doing as like a pass rush specialist.
Mm-hmm.
And Jones is super, super raw. Oh man. Check DTs real fast, please.
Yes, sir. Not a problem. Tyler Shelvin, Big Bobby Brown from Texas A&M.
I think I'm gonna try to wait on these DTs.
You gonna try to wait it out? Okay.
Yeah, let's see.
So we're going back to edge, pretty much. All right.
All right,
You're at 115.
All right, you know what?
They got him rated 116 and 120. So
yeah, we're gonna take Patrick Jones and teach him how to play football. That's cool.
okay. So I'm gonna take a wild guess. And right now, you like the fact that he can stand up against the run early on.
Right, because honestly, don't click it yet.
I didn't. I'm not going to. Nope.
Because I'm fighting the fact that I really like Rashed a lot. But he's just
There's a conflict within you, sir.
I know. You know what's funny is if Odiengbo wasn't hurt, I would take him over both of them. So give me Patrick Jones and just click it and don't talk to me after. don't listen to me. Don't listen to me afterwards.
Oh man, I'm so sorry. So I didn't get offered anything right now. We're at 117. Like Justin said, there's some really interesting things there at edge. I'm gonna peek at the linebackers. You know, Justin knows there's a couple things in there that I'm looking for, but fall back on my business at the moment. A couple things for sure, but not right now. Look at the edge. I also like Mr. Hamilcar, but I'm going to wait. There's some other things down here that I'm extremely interested in as far as edges go.
You saw the same name I saw.
There's a bunch of names down here that I like in edge, so we're gonna wait that one out. I'm gonna take a peek at the corners. As of right now, I'm still good. Oh yeah, there's great actually at corner. There's quite a few folks that I'm still okay with. So this is really crazy. Guess where I'm headed back to, guys? Offense. We're going back. I'm gonna take a look at running backs once again.
Same exact group as last 3 times.
Same group as last time. I just got to make sure though, man. You know. Yeah. Hey, look, and guess who's still gonna keep waiting? This guy. What are we at? 117. Still kind of early. Now I am actually in conflict now in terms of what I would like. I don't feel like you have to take one here though. All right, so I'm gonna go look at corner. I did say there was some that I liked. Oh man, I still feel like it's too early for me to take those. Huh.
Jess, feel like you got the remote, Jess.
I'm about to say, it's just like
makes plays in space against speedy receivers. Interesting. Needs a free lane. All right. Where's we were talking about some of these kids earlier, Justin. All my guys gone? Looks like. Yeah, it looks like for the most part, most of my guys are gone. So now I'm actually gonna go take a look at edge because why not right now? What did we at 117? We're in round 4, right? Yeah, I'm not messing with this. Now I'm Justin. I am legit in conflict right now. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, you know what? When you're picking between guys that, if they would have in a different situation, could be second round picks, and they're there before, you really can't go wrong. But it's
you can't.
It's your own mental part of you.
Yep, is you kind of wrestling with the value, right? So of what you want and where you want to take them.
Trying to think rounds ahead.
All right, so I'm gonna do the thing that's kind of weird here. It's round 4, right? So yeah, I am struggling. I know I don't want safety at all. I still feel like it's too early for a corner that I like, honestly.
There's about 10 in there that are left that you.
Yeah, like there's a bunch of them still where Just don't feel like you have to go crazy and do something wild at the moment. 143. I'm gonna fall back on that still too. I'm sorry, guys. Now I'm holding things up.
No, it's
This is tough right now for me.
there's names on this board that I'm kind of surprised at, especially in that position right there, that are that far down.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I just
Oh
think there's
man.
a bunch of guys that are equal. Like after you get to a certain point, you're picking the same.
Yeah, the same
Right.
type of guy. And then the other thing I'm trying to think of is like that type of guy. Is it already on the roster? So then is it really worth the draft pick? You know what I'm saying? Because if you're
Right,
comparable
especially
to
at this
somebody
point
at
right
depth,
now.
if you're like comparable to depth, like Jesse just said, you spend a pick on somebody who looks like somebody who's already there,
Right.
that
Mhm.
might possibly be different. That's the struggle. I'm not going defensive tackle. All right, cool. I mean, it is what it is. I think I'm a double back with that, with this later. Honestly, yo, this is killing me. Who did I take already? I know who I took.
Two receivers, and that's
I
it, right?
took
I mean,
I took
quarterback,
Deontay Brown.
receiver. Oh,
I took
yeah.
Deontay Brown. Yeah. So I also don't feel like I need to take right there yet. All right. I don't feel like it right now. Ambry Thomas, Keith Taylor, 82. All right, look, I'm not letting this rock right now. I'm taking me a I can't pull the trigger, man.
Yeah, if it makes you feel any better, he's not the 182nd best player in the draft.
He's not
He's not.
at all.
Yes, if it makes you
Yeah,
feel
I'm
any
just
better.
gonna go ahead. Yeah, I'm going ahead and going with my guy. It's fine. I'm taking a corner now. And it is what it is. Taking Benjamin St. Just. That's too much talent for me to pass up at corner at depth, right? I just can't do it.
How does this keep happening?
In the division, you want to slide down one pick and pick up 246? Jesse?
Strictly off of the history now.
It's a man of principle.
I can't even get mad at that, sir. Go ahead. I have nothing but to respect that, honestly.
You know what? That was a
this
gift.
is why I'm not doing this job. This is why I'm not just.
Yeah, that was a gift for you letting them win the division last year.
All right, here you go. Here's your big boy at the moment, Jesse. That's what you're looking at.
Because I see one player there that he's okay. I'm not. Can you go to linebackers, please?
Yes, I can. I know you're taking your man's now. It's fine. It's okay. You want me to go right here?
Get
I'm already having it. Just get out the way.
do it. I really like Monty Rice, and
We
as much
know.
as Tony Fields want to be good, I really like Monty Rice situation. So
I knew when I was messing around on my pick, I know where that was headed.
you knew where that was going.
Yeah, I knew.
He had that look. He had that look on his face like it was a horror movie.
When I was hovering,
I was like, he's about to do it to me right now, isn't he? He's about to do that.
Wilson, you better not. You know I like him. That's one of my guys. Don't you dare do it. All right, coming up next. All right, we still moving. 138. What you doing here, Justin?
Go to safety.
Okay, now you want to get a safety off the board. Okay. Sean Wade right at the top of the board, sir.
They say bad corners don't make good safeties. Always. That's not a.
Wow. Fired that shot early, I see.
Yeah, I should have said that. All right. Oof. That's all that's left?
That's what's left, sir.
What?
He said that's all that's left.
That's it.
I see Smile one. I don't need them right now. All right, take me back to D tackle.
Okay, you said you were gonna pick one up later. All right, so here we are.
All right, there. You know, I keep seeing guys I like, but they're like 20 picks away.
That's the thing.
Would you just tell me? Are they 20 picks away?
They're not really 20 picks away. You know what? I'm about to do something crazy. Go to let me check offensive tackles before I do something.
You better not.
Before I do something real stupid.
All right, that's what you got there in offensive tackle.
Okay. All right. Go to receivers. Give me Jalen Darden. Let's go.
Oh wow, is he not even playing? Just straight right there, huh? Huh? No games. Straight to. All right. You want an actual slot guy? You sick of this?
Yeah.
Got you. He was like, I'm over this stuff, man. I've had enough. I think we got Jesse coming up. Yep. Jesse, you're up next, sir. 150th overall pick. That's what you have on the board.
Yeah, let's see the full board. There's two positions I'm kind of thinking in my head. And can I go to defense? I'm gonna just pull the trigger. Can I go to D tackle? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I guess it was right about 20 picks away.
Yeah, I just.
Hey, look, I'm just looking. I'm like, yeah, he's going right here. Let's just get this out the way. Right at this moment, he don't even want to play any more games.
Nope, because I keep seeing him slide. I'm like, I'm not gonna get him later.
Yeah, so that was actually what I was going to take last time.
All right. And I guess I should probably take an edge or something, right? Man, it's crazy. I'm still not going to take one yet. That's really wild. Huh. Took a corner already. Let's go back to this old line thing. See what's out here. Where we at? 155? I don't like that there yet at that moment. Also don't like that. 30. I think I could wait a little bit on that. Any of these things, actually. The edge, I think. So interesting to me, Charles Snowden. So interesting to me. So interesting to me. I need to just walk away and leave that young man alone. So interesting to me, though. We're at 155. I'm going to go give me a center. Just because I think you might accidentally want one. I guess for me is the decision on hold. Yeah, that's a no if you need a running start to block. All right, so we might. What are we? We're in round 5, right? Right now.
5?
Yeah, we're in 5.
Ooh, I guess I might not actually at this moment. No tackle. It's still there, so I'm not going to do anything crazy at the moment. Again, wide receivers, running backs. I don't know how many picks I have left. That's what I would like to know. I'm not too sure. So let me pull up. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry, so I can pull up how many picks my team has. Might help me in this real quick.
Do you, brother?
Don't mean to hold you guys up. Because depending on how many picks I have left is what I'm about to do in this moment.
Yeah.
No. I don't need to. Man, people are doing way too much. I just want the picks. How many picks is it? That's it. All right, so okay, so I got a couple this round. Okay, so this is the round where I might act a fool. This is my first pick this round.
Yeah.
You just got to the 5th. All right.
Yeah.
So I think I got 3 picks this round, I believe. So that makes things a little bit easier for me. Then it's just about getting things that you need right now, regardless of what's going on in life. Edge. I'm going here in edge. Shaka Tony looking me right in my face, man. It is so intriguing. But yeah, that's going to be a no for me. Justin, I feel like you're not surprised here, but I'm going to Lark Jackson.
Yeah, I figured that.
Going to give me a guy that play multiple positions for up front, and a guy where feel like he kind of got overlooked for just being good at his job. Since it's the thing people don't care about these days. Where you're kind of just solid, don't stand out, just solid. Like that a lot. So I'm back on the clock in the fifth. So I feel good about my offensive line now. I actually feel like an adult. Took care of some things, right? I already took a corner, which I liked very much. Very happy with the corner I took. So now I'm gonna go edge. Now we're gonna look at here. We got Chauncey Golston out of Iowa. I'm going to Janarius Robinson. You know, if I'm gonna jump out here, want somebody with some tools, you paying Chris Kasarik some money, right? Go get you another young, big, freaky ball of clay. Figure it out. Point him in the right direction. That's why you're getting paid a mill as a D-line coach. Hey, earn your bread, sir.
I can hear Justin's pencil going, so he must be
All right,
he
so
must be going through in his head right now.
That's how my mind works. I need a pencil in my head.
all right, here we go. You're picking right before me, Justin, at 179. This is all the stuff that's on the big board. You got some decent names, sir.
Yeah. Let me check the D tackle.
Are we going back here? Okay.
Go down a little.
Oh, interesting.
I say Tonga's still sitting there.
Yeah, that's where I thought he was going.
This is where I end up playing that game of chicken and losing again. I should probably just take him and be done with it. Let me check safety one more time.
Got you. Bledsoe, Tarek Thompson, Jacoby Stevens, LeCount from Georgia still here.
That's my guy. Let's go D. Let me go D-tack. Give me Tonga. Let me get Tonga.
You going Tonga? Okay.
Yeah, that's my guy. Just stand there, make a pile, and
you're good with that, huh?
Yeah, that's all we want.
So we in the fifth round.
Get to where they gotta go.
We're in the fifth round. I'm going to get my guy now. I don't care. I got time for this. Bringing Puka home. Got time for all these games.
There you go.
Gonna get somebody who might, another person is gonna be. If it's gonna be by committee, let it be by committee. I want somebody that's comfortable enough to do everything in that scheme. Oh, look who's back on the board. We're in the top of round 6. Jesse's back without a trade option. How about that?
Rams must be out of picks then.
Everybody heard me. Okay, I want to go offense.
Who?
Get tight end.
Oh wow, okay. That's what you got on the board, man.
And I'm not impressed.
No love for Trey McKitty?
You know what? I'm okay with them. I'm not. Where am I in the 6th? I know I have another pick later in the 6th. And if he's still there, then maybe I grab him. But let me go to guard also.
Okay. Robert Hazy, Notre Dame, Broome, Missouri, Robert Jones, Middle Tennessee.
I think that's where I go. I think I go Hainsey at this point.
Hainsey? Okay. From Notre Dame. All right. Trayvon Grimes just went, man. Justin, you're on the board again. 192, man. In the 6th round. What are you about to do?
Let's see. We just looked at tackle, didn't we? Offensive tackle we did?
I did a little while ago, but here we are. Got Josh Ball still out here.
I'm about to ask you if that was the top of the list. Yeah.
He's the 3rd, but yes, this is the top of the list. So
yeah, there's a guy there I like, but I'll wait. Let me check safety. Let me see if LeCount's still there.
He is. He's waiting.
Okay. Before we do that, let's look at corners.
Got you. Back to corner. This is what we got left on the board right now.
Can you go slide down some?
Yep. Got you.
Yeah.
Man, Tay Goldman down there. Yeah.
Lord,
yeah. Marco.
I feel like that's like cheating taking some of these dudes.
I mean,
taking
look.
Day 2 guys on day.
I mean, if they there, you're acting like it hasn't happened before. So.
They all got gun charges and they all had gun. I had the gas mask on at the same time.
In the same room.
All right. Just let me get the count and we'll deal with the rest later.
My man was like, they're all still there? Really? All of them? Said LeCount, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we took LeCount. I think I got my only pick in the 6th round. I'm running out of picks, so no. What am I gonna do with myself? And I'm kind of okay with this too. I'm kind of at a good place. So now I'm gonna go back and take a look at linebacker. Right? I think I took an edge already. I'll go take a peek at linebacker, see what's in here. Is anything I actually like? Nah. Nope.
KJ
Yeah,
Brooks still sitting there too. I didn't even.
Yeah, just here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna stay right there too. He's not coming here. Yeah, maybe. I don't like them. I don't like what's left there, just to be honest. Like I really don't. This still is intriguing. Took edge. I'm not taking a safety. I feel like there's too many on the roster. Let me go see what's up front still. I don't think I took a center.
No, you didn't like him every time you looked at him.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm still not gonna like him, but yeah, I'm still not gonna like them. They're gonna stay right there, man. That's tough. Yuck. Hey, they can Brumskill could cross train. I got somebody replace him already. It's fine. Daz Newsome is chilling. Are we serious right now? Oh, this is real. These guys are still here. Right now. Still here. Huh. Huh. Justin, why are these people here?
Maybe they didn't get to him when they were making the scout reports. It's a deep class. Wow. Went out foul too.
Yeah. Yo, this is so tough for me. Heart goes here. Just, Florida State, some love or whatever. But it ain't about that right now. It's definitely not. I think I'm going here. Like, I feel like this dude, like most people at Stanford, it's not his fault, man. It's not his fault, man. Like,
It's not you. It's
like,
not you.
All right, so it took Elijah Moore early, right? I'm taking Simi for Oko. Oh man, because Cornell Powell's right there too. Ooh. We're in the 6th round though, right? I'd rather go big or go home with this, just in case Jalen Hurd don't get right. That big slot thing is so intriguing to me, even with having Elijah Moore. Fehiko seems like he could be the type that I don't know, man. That's tough for me.
He's a good mix to finish off your group.
Yeah,
it's a like 6'4", yeah.
Like he is, but at the same time, it's like, do you want that where it's like the speed or whatever, or do you want like you remember what we were reading earlier, like going through Emery's thing with old boy from Illinois sitting right there?
Right. Yeah. With the 47-inch vertical.
Yeah, and plays big on purpose, like, or there's a whole corner right here just chilling.
Yeah.
That's tough for me. What's left at running back? Nothing that I want.
Did you take one yet?
Yeah, I took one. I took Puka.
Oh, you did. Yeah, you did.
Yep, I took Puka. All right, so I'm going back to wide receiver. Honestly, we're gonna figure this out. Trey McKitty is still chilling. He's also something that could be fine, but it's not a necessity. It's just not. Why is Daz Newsome still here?
Jeez.
What did he do?
A lot of receivers and corners left. A lot of receivers.
Yeah, like that are solid too. Like,
he's easily going to 4th round.
Or or do you try to see what you can pull out of him?
But you've seen him do it against good players. Like, I mean, he's got tape beating C.J. Henderson and other good corners. So
I was just thinking that he's got the tape of like previous years, so you kind of.
I'm gonna follow my first line. I'm going to Morientary. I'm not going to switch it up. I'm not going to switch it up. Shouldn't be there right now. So, hey. All right, as we get through the 6th round, it's interesting. Let me find out you guys out of picks.
Nah, not me. I don't know.
No, not yet. Oh, I forgot I picked up one. Huh. It's interesting. I forgot I picked up one. So I'm going to go. You know how we were just talking about corners, Justin?
Yep.
He shouldn't be here. So I'm gonna take a corner. Shouldn't be here. Don't like it. Cause like post Kawan, I like this. Because a lot of guys are on 1-year deals right now. This is kind of one of those to the future where you have money to pay people. I like him. Yeah, we're gonna go do that.
Hey, guys that cover usually hang around for a while.
I heard it helps sometimes. Believe it or not.
Especially at cornerback.
Let me
Who would have thought that, right?
Here we go. All right, as we get to the end of round 6, we're almost done here.
Wow.
Back-to-back pick. Look at the Eagles, 224 to 25. Where are we looking, sir?
Wow.
Trying to end this with a bang. How about that?
Let's see. Corner Powell still sitting there, so
here, I'll help you. Let's go to wide receivers. You can see what's on the board. Here you go.
yeah, let's go Corner Powell.
You're not gonna waste any time. Okay.
And
then pick again.
Man, Cooper.
This one,
right. There's a couple people just here, right? Like here.
Like you shouldn't be. Like we wouldn't pick them because you wouldn't even think they should be here right now.
because it's throwing me off.
What's going on, Javon? Next time, what's it called? DM me when you get a chance, man. If we do this again, man, I got you. It's another Eagle person.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Go Birds.
So y'all can consult this. And I know you be breaking down prospects too, so I'm definitely gonna reach out to you next time, Jovan. Just don't let me forget. Go ahead though.
Okay, so
I had to take you off the hook. And Jovan, since you're here, it's okay if you want to help. If you want to help your man Jesse out with the pick, we will allow him to use the lifeline. So go ahead, man. Give you a little bit of time before he makes his pick. If you're quick enough with it, we'll post it and let you guys consult with that. I ain't getting no help though.
So either okay. Let's go back to Edge again.
All right, going back to Edge. We're almost done here, guys. Just got past the hour, so we moving along.
All right, let's go back to safety.
That's crazy. Chris Rumpf just went off the board. It's wild.
I looked at him 2 rounds ago and forgot.
I looked at him like when I was picking, had all the picks in the 5th. I just kept looking and I was like, I already took something. So, yeah.
So what they have him ranked like? They must have had him ranked in the 200s.
Yeah, they had him 222 or 2 something. My bad. It wasn't 222. He went at 222, but it wasn't 222. I think Jovan responded. So here we go. Teron Jackson, the edge, maybe becomes another Josh Sweat. Trying to help you out.
Could be, and that can help out too.
He's still left too. Wow.
Yeah, he's still up there. It's between him and Pierce Ford right now. I'm kind of going through in my head.
All right. So look at your lifeline out here. Look at that. Look at
Let's go with it. Let's go with it.
Let's go with Teron Jackson.
Let's go Teron Jackson.
Jovan with the assist. I see you, boy. All right. You guys out here cheating. I respect it, I guess. Go ahead. Go ahead, Justin. You got somebody that's gonna comment too? Like you got help coming?
I don't know.
Because we polling the audience for Eagles picks.
I think the Eagles fans ain't gonna help the Cowboys, obviously. So
who knows, man? It's on you. Just ask him. We'll see. Yeah. He responded pretty quickly for Jesse.
Let's go to offensive tackle.
We're going offensive tackle. Got you.
And give me the Nebraska tackle. If he's
Going
still there.
Nebraska, Brendan James.
Yeah, I don't know why he's so low, but he's a good player. I'll take him.
All right,
Justin, you didn't get my Micah Parsons text earlier. I was trying to help you out.
Yeah, first round.
I sent you that Parsons text. Like,
there's probably some Cowboy fans that would have been happier with it.
Oh wow. So I'm back on the clock, and I don't know what I'm doing with my life at all. Just gonna look here overall and see what's here. I don't want another corner because I took corners already, right? I took 2 corners. Yeah, I took 2 corners. So I gotta follow up in true 49er fashion. You know, you gotta take another edge, right? Just because it's important and stuff and reasons and such. Doubled up at corners. Never have enough. We'll take a look around here, see what's here. Not too many things I like here. Interesting guy, but yeah, no. Looks like I'm gonna be going right back out the way that I came. Yeah, I'm not messing.
You're going back to receiver?
It depends, man. I'm about to go look, see what's in.
You don't need that. They can't all make the team.
I mean, how their injury history is, they're all not going to be healthy at the same time, anyways.
True.
What's in running back? Nothing that I want to take, actually, at this minute. Actually, I'm going to take Raheem Boyd. He's out here chilling. Possibly. I don't think there's anything in tight ends. Oh, that I want. Max Milne, poor guy, just out here chilling, man. What do you do to you guys?
They said Camp got crazy combine numbers, that Georgia Tech receiver.
Yeah, that's nice, but that's great. Actually, man, I'm about to triple down on this, actually. I'm taking Josh Ball. I'm going to keep adding to this old line. Somebody got to hit, man. Somebody got to be good. And some of the people that are there don't need to be there. So I'm going Josh Ball for Marshall. Just, hey. Jesse, we're back. We're Jesse and Jovan. You guys are definitely 234. What do you guys want to do?
I haven't gone safety yet.
So you want to go back to safety? You've been looking at safeties the whole day and not pulling the trigger on not a near one.
Because every say we kept looking and going like we could, but
your man Paris Ford's still here. That was a guy you was asking about. He's still here.
Paris Ford ran a 4.10.40 at his on his pro day.
So did everyone else.
The first ever. I'm sorry, not 4.10 like 4.10. Like 4.010, like 4.10. Like
somebody's watch was not working that day.
Like a 5, like a low 5.
You guys are wrong.
Right.
But yeah, so
a DNF. They're in a DNF.
We stick it at safety, or you want to go peek around somewhere else?
Corner one more time.
No problem. We got Oregon, Pittsburgh. Still got some folks out here. He's still here chilling for whatever reason.
That's I think that's where I'm gonna go. Is
gun and all.
Yeah. Seventh round pick. Talented. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
You want to talk about high risk, no reward?
He don't got the gun. Freaking Pro Football Network gave him the gun.
My goodness, man! Like he shouldn't be there. All right, Justin, you back on the clock. 2:38. And then Jesse again.
Don't even scroll. Just give me Marco Wilson.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't gonna go anywhere. I know. Jesse, you're back. Man said, "Don't even scroll. Just let me get that real quick. We're not even gonna make this difficult. I see. Cool."
Literally. Let's go, Jalen Camp. And the tight ends.
Like the highway speed, right? Mm-hmm. I get it. Why not? Especially in the 7th. Why not? All right.
Right.
See who you guys have any more picks, or
I'm done.
We're finally safe.
I think
I'm done too. Then we get to see how everybody did. Talk about it real quick and keep it moving. You know, disband for the evening. This actually isn't that bad. I didn't mind it too much. Huh. Let's go see. So here we go. I'm gonna try to make this a little bigger. I gotta go this way. My bad. All right, you guys can see it, right? So we got well, Justin, go ahead. It's your team, man. Go ahead. It's what you did.
All right, so we're gonna plug in. We're gonna plug in JOK, that linebacker.
Mhm.
You know, whether it's as the third linebacker with the with the other two guys that are there, or he's not coming off the field. So a nickel, one of them will probably Jalen will come off, and it just gives you a guy that can allow your defense to stay in base more because he can cover slot receivers and hold his own against slots and play tight ends and all that type of thing, along with making plays because he's actually one of the only guys on that defense that'll have instincts. Then Kelvin Joseph goes the opposite side. I mean, with the group we picked, just to sum it all up quick, is you got Diggs is going to stay out there.
Mm-hmm.
And you got, what's his name? The end, I forgot his name right now. I'm sorry. What's it? The highest paid defense player on the defense. Good Lord, my memory's bad. Lawrence. I'm sorry, DeMarcus Lawrence.
Oh, Tank. Yeah, Tank.
Yeah, so you got Tank Lawrence. Then you got Gregory's gonna play in and out, based off of pass rush and reps. And you see, he's got potential. He's just got to keep him on the field.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just hoping that you get the good version of Van Der Esch, and you're hoping Smith hits on some plays. And then you just got a lot of Donovan Wilson showed something, but we don't really know what that is. It's just being on a defense that bad, the one guy that's out there giving great effort. We kind of put him on a little pedestal that he's a solid player, but let's not make that the reason we don't take other talented players. He can contribute, whether it's special teams or whatever. He'll help, but everything else is kind of we're just gonna put 15 good players and let them compete for time. And I think that's what we did with this draft was we picked a lot of talented defensive players who, and they'll just compete. And I mean, Marco Wilson, the odds of them getting him in the 7th round are minimal at best because he's a talented player and he had an insane pro day, as most people did. But I just think you got a chance to have some really good players to add to the roster. I mean, there's a million ways I could have went with it, but I like the group we have. So I think this will help.
And it seems like, just my little 2 cents, it seems clearly you're focused on the defense side of the ball after spending so much attention to the offensive side of the ball. Feel like, Dak coming back, there's no reason to mess around over there. You went to go get some things to lock stuff down, so when you put up all those points, it actually matters. I like it.
Right. Actually, the one thing I might have did different was maybe hit tackle earlier, just
offensive defense.
Offensive, just with the concern of Collins and and Smith coming back from injuries. That was the only thing I would have considered. But
at what spot would you consider it? Like how high? You talking about like where Trimble was picked or higher?
The board fell kind of funny because if I wanted one, I would have had to take one, basically 10. So that's why that trade down such a big thing for Dallas is to get a couple picks. So you're looking somewhere. I think it falls off before 44, but 10's probably a little too early unless you're taking a Slater or a Sewell or something like that. So I think that's where they really have to. It's going to be something they got to think about. You take a project early, or maybe a guy like Mayfield or somebody slides to 44. But I think that's with the concerns on defense. You really got to lock in on that defense, in my opinion.
All right, Jesse, I think you're up next, sir. Here's what you had.
Yeah, when it's funny because the top 12 or early in the top 10, the roster receivers went really fast. So you're kind of hoping that the actual draft doesn't fall that way because you kind of those guys falling into your situation. But if it fell that way, Sertain's not something that you'd sit there and pass either. To have him across from Slay, and then have Phillips, who I just think physically is just, I mean, he's raw in certain areas, but at the same time, he could really be special. So have him give Fletch someone else to play with that actually can cause some havoc. I'd be happy with that. And Brown, he'd fit what we already have and kind of bolster that need if the rest of the receivers are gone. So I'd be happy with that. Fill up the line. Thank you, Jovan. Appreciate that. Monty Rice, of course, I really liked him, like the way he plays. So I'm hoping he fits the linebacker spot. But literally, it's just filling the rest of the holes on the team and trying at this particular time to grab some guys that'll hit. And then next year, kind of keep building on that with the draft picks next year.
Yeah, and I guess that's the part, at least in my mind, when watching what you guys do this year, is considering you got an extra first next year.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to, again, just take top talent, and it is what it is. And next year you got 2 1s. So best case scenario, Hurts proves that he's worth some more time. He's worth your time. You got 2 1s next year. That's ammo to go get some stuff. That could be 2 quality players next year, or 2 picks to go get an already proven thing, commodity in the league.
Right.
But I see both you guys. The theme was defense, huh? I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
So I guess I went opposite, right? I was a psycho. So this is the crazy man's drift. And I'll take that. That's fine. So clearly, once again, I wanted to have an adult quarterback to actually try to do things with the roster and not look at the rest of the division who have actual adults under center and can do things. Oh, here we go. We got somebody else some more love. Monty Jones outside of the top 100 is great value. Doug Jones Media. So
appreciate that. Yeah, same. I was shocked. I was shocked he was even there. So.
Look at the love you getting, man, for your draft. I see you. Again, see, look, everybody wanted to trade with you. Everybody likes what you did in the draft. I see you out here, man. I see it. And Doug Jones Media, thanks for tuning in, man. We appreciate it. I thought I had more picks than that. Oh, I did. Okay. So, hey, Justin Fields up top because, yeah, I want to have fun on offense. I'm sick of this. Want to have fun. Got a really creative play caller. Why not give him a quarterback where you can actually do stuff? As the great Steve Young said, get him a quarterback where they can bring Kyle's plays alive. Hasn't had one yet. Got these off-type robots. Pretty much the nice way I could say it, he's been surrounded by some mid. The only thing he had that wasn't mid was broken quickly in Robert Griffin III. He was broken too quickly for anybody to truly enjoy it. But everything else has been varying degrees of mid. Let's not do that. Elijah Moore. He just sitting there. I'm looking at the roster. You brought a lot of people back, 1-year deals or whatever, mostly on the defense side of the ball. Kendrick Bourne is gone. Bro, add to it, right? Like if you want to set the kid up for success, give Justin Fields some more weapons. We've already seen what you can do manipulating defenses with some of the pieces you had under the limited circumstances with the person under center. You know, if we're gonna break all the way open, man, do it. Jovan, I appreciate that, man. I truly do. He says Elijah Moore, Debo, and Ayuk. I love it. I do too, sir. I definitely do. Open this thing up, stress people the hell out, take some of the pressure off your defense. Because I know, they made a Super Bowl run, but it's going to be hard to replicate what that 2019 unit defensively did. Again, they were like arguably top 2 and not 2 defensively that year for them to make that run where, people were making mistakes and it didn't matter because they go get the ball back. You can't expect that all the time, man. That's not normal. That was a 1-year thing, and that's cool. Deontay Brown, want to address this offensive line. You got Big Trent. You got Alex Mack for a year. No disrespect to whoever's at right guard, kind of similar to the quarterback. Stop accepting mid. Go get you somebody who can actually play. Get you somebody up front that's about that life. That can. What I like about Deontay Brown the most is everybody look at his size. He is a good pass protector. That's what I like the most. The run stuff, he'll figure that out, man. They coach you up. I'm not worried about it. They done far more with less. And again, this is talent. Benjamin St. Juste, going to give credit to both Justin, Eric Crocker. The kid moved different. You're that big. You're not supposed to move like that. You don't have to play right away. Kind of feel like he's like another version of Akello, but maybe with one of the things that Akello's missing. Like they're just a little bit different, like 6 degrees of separation between the two of them. He's also thicker than Kello. Like he's a more adult version of Kello, possibly, as they enter the draft. But similarly, 2 tall guys, corners that move, they have little people feet. I like it. Alaric Jackson, I've been a big fan of his entire time. I know he got hurt, but who was the kid that came out of Iowa? Was it that played right tackle? Everybody loved. Was it Worth that was at Iowa?
Worth. Yep,
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Everybody loved Tristan Wirfs, deservedly so. There's a reason he had to play right tackle because this kid was playing left tackle. Can nobody move that kid out of slot? I don't know why he fell that far. This is none of my business, but there's some versatility there. And again, I appreciate people that when you ask them to do something and they do it and you can count on them to do it, I like it. Denarius Robinson. Really simple, man. You want to keep adding depth rather. Again, freak. You took Javon Kinlaw last year, very large man, shouldn't move like that. You pay coaches to coach, right? Get the most out of it. Janarius Robinson, very large man, very heavy-handed, shouldn't move like that. Figure it out. I look at him as like a utility piece. Bosa's coming off of ACL. Don't know how much you can count him or whatnot, but it's somebody where you can plug on either side of the line where you don't have to ask Eric Armstead to go play end as much. Like, stick one of the young fellas out there. Puka Williams. I don't know why people treating him like that. See a lot of people like, oh man, 7th round or whatever. I think like he just looks like one of them Shanahan backs. Like it just fits to me. And depth because you got a good running back room, but no one's stood out so far where someone's healthy enough to be a bell cow. So if it's gonna be by committee, it's gonna be by committee. That's great. Tamori and Terry just felt like value. You keep adding to the wide receiver room. Took Jalen Hurd 2 years ago. Outside of that preseason that he played, haven't seen nothing from him, right? Not knocking him, injuries are injuries. Go get you another big freaky dude and see what happens. And like you guys said, there's evidence on tape, unlike with Jalen, where it was like, oh, he's a running back, transitional wide receiver. We've seen Terry go by some people's corners who are already in NFL, and some guys were going, like you guys both mentioned, like he can get by them folks. Elijah Griffin, I just like the value. Again, just keep adding depth. If he's good enough, he make the team, you knock somebody else off. That's great for going forward. And Josh Ball, I'm going to keep, until you get the right group up front, I'm going to keep swinging because I don't like what's up there, right? Like, because when someone goes down, it's too big a gap. There's just too big of a gap. I don't like it. I wanted to take a center, but I didn't like where they fell. So it's kind of like, look, just go sign Ben Garland another year and go get you a young center next year if some of these other things work out. So that's where I was at with it. You guys had anything else you want to add?
No, just like you said, it's a deep draft, and you can go a lot of different directions with corner and receiver and defense. Even edge is a little deep. I think just finding the pockets, and the interesting part with this is just finding the different pockets of where you can wait and where you need to go now. And I think that's as we're watching the draft, we'll start to notice that more often. There's receivers. Obviously, there's receivers for days, as we saw, and corners. So I think that'll be fun to watch on draft night.
Yeah, and then especially where the teams value the guys. Because,
right.
like, I know this is a mock draft simulation, and we saw some guys in places they shouldn't have been, but this also happens regularly in actual real life on a year-to-year basis where people, regardless of position, after they get drafted, were like, man, how the heck was you a 6th-round pick? What happened?
Right.
I don't know. Somebody was tripping. I don't know. Like, it happens every year. What was the best corner out of last year's draft statistically? Was not a day 1 or day 2 pick, I believe.
Right.
Can't think of the kid's name. I'm sorry. Old memories going.
Sneed.
There you go. Yeah. What's it called? Kansas City's been making a living off of day 2 corners or whatever. Past couple years. They're solid. They're ready to go. No one's really excited about those guys, and they get there, and you're like, oh, it's another guy whose name I don't know. Hey, he's good too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we're seeing it. So, like you said, Justin, there's some guys where it was surprised to see those names, but in a year like this, man, I think anything's gonna be possible, especially with the scouting, how people are thinking in a roster construction, and then where some teams that didn't manage the money well, that's gonna play a big role too. Because you're gonna have some people where if I only got 3 picks, right, I might act different than somebody with 8. Or if I only say I got 5 picks and you got 8 picks, but I got cap room and you don't, you really got 5 picks or maybe 3 picks. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where the things fall. So it's going to be fun to see how that rolls. Want to say thanks to Jovan, the Kansas City Chiefs, Duck Jones Media. You guys tuning in. Truly appreciate it. We'll be back some point this week for another episode of NFL Ruckus and get back into these position groups. I think Justin got corners coming up next. So, I mean, that's going to hurt. You saw with how much the type of talent that's in this group, man. So we're looking forward to it. So for Jesse, Justin, and myself, y'all have a great night, and we'll see you guys very soon.